All right. So Nick, from Burnley Football Club, your first time at Soccer X. Tell us how you found it.
It's been really good. It's been great to meet. Obviously, great for networking. Great opportunity to showcase and talk through, the world of sponsorship to the panel yesterday, and lots of valuable insights gained from other clubs and other leagues here that are presenting. So, no, been really good.
And what do you think Burnley can achieve by coming to something like Soccer X? Is there a move to get a bigger presence in the US?
So, very much for us, US is a very key market. We have investors from the US. So, former NFL player JJ Watt, his wife, former NWSL star Keelia Watt, plus Do Perfect, the YouTube channel. So very much for us, we have platforms here that very much engage a US audience. We already have a large amount of US partnerships, so we have the likes of Visit Detroit, so we're very much focusing on driving our fan base and tourism to Michigan. Plus, in addition, we have Chatbooks, Miller Lite, and we are the only football club in the UK to have a clothing range with Travis Matthew. Okay. So very much US is a key priority and very much a consumer base we're really trying to engage with.
And how important is getting back into the Premier League in terms of that sort of journey? Is it that a higher profile must be a big advantage?
So the Premier League obviously offers you a valuable opportunity in terms of media exposure globally. Like, it's obviously very known, the broadcast opportunity that comes with the Premier League. However, to that, we as a club don't change whether in the Championship or the Premiership. Our values are the values. So we are one of the original 12 clubs that created the Football League. We're very historic. We have a great legacy. Plus, we're very kind of future thinking. We really are proactive at going out to try and be, the world's best soccer underdog. So we very much heavily promote that, and we feel there's an opportunity for brands to utilize that narrative to kind of really drive their own product and service through the kind of authentic opportunities and narratives and content that we can create to provide them with that.
And of course, you've worked in the NBA, you worked for the NBA for many years. How do you see the world of football business as opposed to the world of business with the NBA, for example?
I think the world with the NBA, obviously, they have the advantage that it's a globally recognised proposition. They have 450 players in the league. Many of those, almost a quarter is from our international players. So the resonance within the game of basketball is, if you follow basketball, you're going to know about the NBA. Particularly in the world of soccer, we are one club amongst many other clubs, not just in the UK, but in Europe, across the US. So the competition is much higher because every club has a value proposition, every club has a USP, every club has a fan base that is fanatical about that club. So you've very much got to consider ways that really stand out, whereas with the NBA, they are the leading global entity in the world of basketball.
But you've seen the growth over the years of interest in soccer, and obviously with the Club World Cup and then the World Cup coming up in the next 2 years, it's just going to get higher and higher here, isn't it?
Yeah, I think with the US audience, their knowledge around the game of soccer is continuing to increase. I think on the female side, the NWSL is doing a great job and has continued to do a great job at leading the side in the women's game. And I think the NWSL in particular is a kind of pinnacle for women's sport in the world of soccer. On the men's side, MLS, with the likes of Leo Messi, Beckham, everything else that's going on, the MLS is truly developing as an entity here in the US. But obviously the challenge they have is they're competing against 4 very well-known sports properties that have had years of heritage and legacy to kind of utilise. But it does mean that the consumer base here in the US, in terms of the fan base, has the opportunity to grow and engage with European or other global sports properties. And you can see by the recent media deals that have been done across the various leagues, the US is now starting to really want to showcase more of the games that are available because there's clearly an audience wanting that to watch the games.
And you'd very much like Burnley to be part of that there's some particular centres you're focusing on will be sort of little hotbeds of Burnley fandom.
Yep, so very much for us, you can't crack America in a day. So we've very much got a very clear strategy that we want to focus on 4 key states and very much focus on the ground activations, events, marketing around those key states. So very much we are focused on driving fan base in Michigan, North Carolina, Texas, and Utah. So we're very much focusing on those 4 states to grow our core audience. Whilst we want to build out a casual audience across the US, we are very much focused on if we can go out and achieve those 4 states and really build that fan base.
And in the future, bringing Burnley over here is an option as well, isn't it?
Ultimately, yeah, we want to be bringing players here on a regular basis. We want to be considering pre-season tours, and it's definitely stuff that we are thinking about in the pipeline of how we progress 3 to 5 years down the line with Burnley and how we really grow that fan base and audience here in the US.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck with that, Nick, and nice to speak to you here.
Thank you very much.